the message of this film. For me, it's a lot of us feel that we studied Civil War in school. We know how it was. The North was the North, the South was the South.
We got a twisted story in American history of the Civil War. If you lived in the South and you took American history, you might have gotten a story that glorified the Lost Cause movement, suggested that there was unified white resistance to Northern aggression. If you lived in the North, you may have gotten a story of Lincoln's effort to hold the nation together, to unify the nation. Well, underneath that, there were many, many stories that have not yet been fully told. This movie tells one of those stories, and it's the story of Newt Knight, who was a Southern resistor to the Civil War and the cause of slavery. He happened to be a white farmer, and we're not often told that the battle for abolition, the battle against slavery, we're not often told that in the South there were white allies. Newt Knight was one, and it's important to recognize that alliances have always played a role in the struggle for freedom. And this helps to tell that story, and it helps to shatter the myth of the lost cause, that the South was unified, that it was noble, that it was a resistance to Northern aggression and a fight indeed for, if you will, states' rights. When in fact, it was a battle by a class of wealthy planters who benefited from slavery, who basically used, not only oppressed slaves, but also took advantage of poor white farmers and made them the frontline soldiers. Newt Knight said no to that. And what makes this story important is that it's not mythical. This is not a mythical, made-up story. This is a true story, and as one that is a student of this period, I just think that Gary has done a great service to the nation in telling the story. So it's a story of Newt, but it's also the story of Moses. It's also the story of the other characters who got together and for a short period of time resisted by declaring, even if it didn't last, sovereignty in a multiracial free state of Jones.